What happens when ordinary students are told to play guards and prisoners? They obey, they abuse, they break down. But what if none of it was real? In 1971, Dr. Philip Zimbardo conducted a study that became the face of modern psychology. But decades later, new revelations suggest the whole thing may have been deeply flawed. Today, we're exposing the full truth behind the Stanford Prison Experiment, how it shaped our understanding of power, and why it may have sent the wrong message to the world. In August 1971, Zimbardo and his team converted the Stanford Psychology Department basement into a mock prison. 24 male students were recruited, screened for mental health, and randomly assigned as either guards or prisoners. Within 36 hours, one prisoner, 8612, had an emotional breakdown. Guards escalated punishment. Prisoners were dehumanized, stripped, blindfolded, locked in solitary. The study, planned for 2 weeks, was shut down after just 6 days. The reason? According to Zimbardo, the guards had become sadistic, consumed by their roles. But years later, interviews and audio recordings revealed a different story. Former guard Dave Eshelman admitted he was acting the part, basing his behavior on prison movies. Zimbardo himself, playing the prison superintendent, encouraged guards to be tough, creating a psychological bias in the environment. This wasn't a spontaneous descent into cruelty. It was induced behavior, shaped by role expectations, not internal darkness. And it wasn't just overlooked. It was presented as proof of how quickly power corrupts. Zimbardo had a theory that given power, ordinary people would become brutal. But that's exactly what he encouraged and what he found. This is confirmation bias in action. When a researcher finds what they expect to find. Haslam and Riker, in the BBC prison study, replicated the environment but gave no cues. The result? No automatic cruelty. No breakdowns. Group dynamics and leadership played a larger role. This suggests the Stanford outcome was not inevitable. It was orchestrated. Despite its flaws, the Stanford Prison Experiment is still taught in psychology textbooks and referenced in debates about policing, authority, and institutional abuse. Its legacy shaped how we think about power, that it's inherently corrupting. But if that message is based on flawed data, what does that say about the systems we've built from it? More accurate insights into psychology, mental health, and mental hygiene tell us that context, leadership, and identity matter far more than role labels. The Stanford Prison Experiment asked, do roles define us, or do we define roles? The answer isn't just academic, it's personal. We live in a world full of roles: boss, worker, citizen, officer, protester. How we act in those roles shapes the future. Zimbardo gave us a warning, but the real lesson is this: with accountability and critical thinking, we are not destined to repeat the worst of ourselves. Like, comment, and subscribe for more evidence-based breakdowns on human behavior and psychology. And let's rethink the stories we've been told.